it is. It's hump day. It's going to be an action-packed recap show because there's a heck of a lot to get to, whether it's the trading morning, afternoon, or it's the host of earnings aftermarket, and then again going over hopefully some in the pre-market as well. So let's get over the desk, get some market recap with Sean.
All right, what's up to everybody here? I just got to log into my email, unfortunately, here again over here. We did have a little bit of a problem. We are getting ready. If anything does pop in here, we are waiting for a bunch of earnings to hit. What just hit there? Okay, here we go. I got to get this out of my ear. All right, here we go. Alibaba, no, that's not a name. We're looking for PayPal today coming through. That's a 15-minute chart. We're going to put up a 1-minute chart. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. What a crazy day it was, man. We're going to wait to see if anything hits right now in this earnings season. It's going to be a wild one as I reload up right now our Trade Ideas account. So thank you to everybody for being here. I'm not even logged in myself yet. PayPal trying to go downside here today, but nice little move up in this market. Is it me trying to log in? Yes, it is, Google. So let's go. Also, Twitter, we're going to be showing you some cool spots that we had on Twitter today, including, guys, by the way, Microsoft, Apple, some earnings events things. Thanks to Oops, now I am a moderator for this. Thank you so much as we go. Okay, Qualcomm is now out. I forgot about Qualcomm, actually. Qualcomm now out. Oh, Apple deal. Okay, so Qualcomm making that move to the upside right now. They also did get gap EPS of 2.02, beating by 11 cents. I'm just getting all going here as we did have some problems. We're going to have to get this computer going maybe a little bit earlier here. Benzinga Pro. Let's load that up right now as Benzinga is the official news source right now for us. I got to hit log in. It might not even log me in again right now. Okay, I'll log in as Neil right here for Benzinga Pro as it is logging in right here. Okay, so let's go, guys. Thank you so much for that sort of back and forth there as we had a nuts day. I had to stay back at my desk for a little bit longer than I had hoped for there, but here we go. What is hitting the wires right now? So 401, 402, I don't see too many earnings plays right now coming through. We will get that Qualcomm, Star Surgical, not much else happening right now as we are getting ready for Twitter logins and everything to go right now. Yes, continue as me, Twitter. All right, so that's it. MicroStrategy right now. What? Adjusted EPS of minus $8 versus minus $1? That can't be right. What is exactly happening right now with MSTR right now? That doesn't seem right. Okay, nice little move down as that's coming back in. MSTR, MicroStrategy, nice move back down to the downside. Qualcomm right now announcing an agreement with Apple for chip supply. So that's it, man. We all knew that Apple was starting to make their own chips, but there it is. It's a nice move upside there for Qualcomm. Look at the daily on Qualcomm. That's now above 115. So that's going to be a nice little take there on the daily for Qualcomm. And then you want Qualcomm numbers? Well, we got it right now at Trade. I got to just tell us to at Trader TV Sean right there. I'm telling Google that this is who I am. It's not even letting me, damn it. Okay, right there, there's Qualcomm, adjusted EPS, 202 versus 191. Qualcomm starting to go. We're getting ready to rock and roll, man. Anything that happens, unfortunately, my Twitter will not load up. That is all good. Okay, Qualcomm coming out there, not much happening other than a nice upside beat of 116 right now. Qualcomm up 6%. What a good day it was for many of the major cap names. The NASDAQ, what a banger on that one. Big time movement. We'll get this Benzinga Pro out of here, and we'll get back on that in just a second. If we do see anything coming through, we will let you know. Roku with a big one. Roku, that name is really flying out right now. What is up with Roku as that continues to go? I do not see the numbers for Roku, but they are probably out, and there it is. It's a nice move to the upside for ROKU. A lot of traders talked about this during our show today, wanted to see the love for Roku. There it is. It's a nice move back up to the upside. Just coming back in again. Where are we, though, on the 50-period moving average for Roku on the daily? Still underneath. So 50-period up here at 70. The 200 at 67. Roku ticking right there. 68.25 for a nice move for Roku. And guess what else is coming through? Let's go. Where's my bang? There it is. Bang. It's Airbnb. Wow, are we having fun yet? Where's my water, Fabian? Are we having fun yet? Let's go. We got to get the computer logged in. We got to get the water ready to go. There it is. It's 1:14. It's Airbnb. It's downside. You know, see, like when Ramin wants something, oh, you want a croissant? No problem. You know, you want to have a nice breakfast, Ramin. How about your lunch? No problem. You want gravy on that? No problem. You like the veggies? I'm just playing around. There's Airbnb right now. Q3 EPS 663 beats by $2. Sales beats on sales. So let's go check out our friend and my friend too, Airbnb. I'm not actually in this name anymore. We did buy some Airbnb. We got out. I didn't like to talk there because I was actually talking with Brendan. I was actually talking with Danielle Shea as well. And she was at an Airbnb and she said like everywhere is being Airbnb. So I just feel like if there's any sort of a pushback from legislation against possibly not being able to, thank you, my guy there. You just went back to the future for that, didn't you? Thank you. All right. Yeah, so Airbnb, again, I want to hear about, and again, they're not going to talk about it, but where is the support from the states, right? Like if NYC, New York City, or the state of Los Angeles, California, maybe if they come out and start to ban, you know, maybe percentages of Airbnbs allowed or how many nights you're allowed to do it for. A, what does that do to the real estate market? And B, what does that do to Airbnb, right? So I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I think it'll be fine at the end of the day. I really like the service. I mean, Uber really took off. I think Airbnb, don't at me. I know Uber is not Airbnb, but I do like that. I like the narrative there of sharing property, quicker stays, more specialized, personalized outfits there on Airbnb. A little bit better than staying at a hotel potentially. But there's the Roku number. Wow, Roku really knocking it out. And I know we're doing, you know what, let's just go over to earnings right now. We will, next topic, there it is. We will talk about the market, but here's Roku. Here's the Roku numbers again. So I don't know, man. It's showing EPS right now of minus 233 versus 88 cents. That seems a little off to spike the stock 10%. But again, sales beating, right? And when you're in a high, yeah, there it is right there. Oops, they just got taken away. Quarterly losses right here of 233 per share. That's a lot, right? 164% decrease over the losses last quarter. Last year, same quarter. So comparable quarter, 164% decrease. But the thing is, quarterly sales of 912 million right now. The key about it is we're always looking for the forecast, right? So right now they're forecasting above estimates. So that's what kicks it up. That's the key thing there for Roku. A nice move back to the upside on a forecast. So and remember what we talked about with AMD yesterday? If you remember that AMD move that happened in the post market at this time, AMD was actually late yesterday. Remember we were waiting for it? But look, if I can zoom back out, look at this move down on Airbnb yesterday, right? Huge move down. Shout out to Trade Ideas, man. That's a good chart right there. Moving back in, give it down to 94. Then they started guiding higher on AI, and then that shot it to the high side. And then look what AMD did today. You know what? I know we have Michael Nauss coming through. I want to actually talk to him maybe about AMD. I know he has some ideas himself, but this move on AMD, pretty epic today. What can we expect? Should we expect this to continue or possibly a pullback in there for advanced micro devices right now? I'm just going to refresh it. This is the Trade Ideas board that we're talking about. It's exciting because it's giving us all these plays. Look at Frog, ribbit. Frog going to the upside right now. It's JFrog making a nice move up to $24. And this is what's moving here. Remitly Global. Move down. No idea what this is, but it's moving around. We still wait. Did DoorDash just come out? We know that DoorDash has earnings, and that's a big one to the upside right now. Releases third quarter financial results. I don't have it yet, but it is DoorDash making the move up to the upside right now as we wait to see where this goes. RGLD, Royal Gold missing as well, but DoorDash with the nice move. Hey, Elf Cosmetics. Okay, up to 103 and change. These guys blowing it out as well. ELF with a nice move to the upside, giving traders 11 and change % right now. All right, look, man, it's going to be a big-time earnings day today. We're going to wait for PayPal. That's going to be the most exciting name for me coming through. We already had Airbnb. I wish, I knock on wood, I did not add to my PayPal position. I actually was thinking about doing that. I didn't want to add pre-earnings. You never know where you're going to go on earnings. I don't have the implied move on this name. PayPal, obviously on a daily, well underneath all levels. For me, for PayPal, drink time. I think we could squeeze above 60 bucks. Look, I know there's not a short float associated with PayPal. I would say we're looking for any sort of glimmer of good news on PayPal. And then I think Bob's your uncle back up here to 58, look at 60. Honestly, I mean, I know that's going to be a huge move, right? To get 10 bucks on this, maybe more like 6 or 7. If we can get to this 58 mark, I think you can fade it from there. I'm just thinking if we get any little bit of good news here for PayPal, we could rally the stocks. Fintech's been really beat down with rates where they are, right? It's been hard for people to like basically afford to put anything on credit. Let's see if PayPal, just kind of like that easy money transfer, they have Venmo. Whoa, almost knocked down my mic. Let's see if they can get going there on PYPL. Okay, Etsy's out. Let's see what's going on with ETSY right now. All right, how's Etsy been performing? Bad, I'd say. Down to $60. Etsy also a big, huge mover from 80 bucks to the downside. 55, Etsy puking all over itself again. Fail. Etsy down to 55. So what do the numbers look like? This is what they look like. EPS right now, 64 cents versus 51 for Etsy. All right, quickly, man. I'm going to do this because it's my show, and I do as I want, actually, or as Ramin tells me. It is roll call time. Who's here right now for big-time earnings? Let's go. Let's throw some bangs out here. It's Professor Love. Hey, it's not Jordan Love. If you are Jordan Love, start throwing some touchdowns for the Green Bay Packers. Zillow is tanking. Why is Zillow tanking? Did Zillow also have earnings? We'll take a look at that. What's up to Gonzo Trader? He's here. There's Professor Love. Mr. Long Shorts is here. AK's here. Sean F is here. I like your name, my guy. What's up to D-Loaf? There are some big-time earnings happening right now. Go PayPal, go. You're right, Anurag. I like it. Miss Vanessa's here. Hola. What's up, Vanessa? Deez is here. Roll call time for Cyril. He's here as well. And Super SPAC, man. You saw that classic Katina change up today, baby, on Mr. Softy, and that was a big one. Okay, people talking about PayPal. Is PayPal out? PYPL. By the way, Etsy down there to 55. No, PayPal is not out. I am going to have to log in to my trading account because I do have to show you the trade of the damn day. SMCI is out. Super Micro is now out. Boom for Super Micro. Let's go. Who's got that? How the hell do I have this much energy? Michael Nauss, I see your shirt. I like it. We're not matching today, but it's Lumberjacks Unite as we get ready for Mr. Michael Nauss. There it is. It's Super Micro Computer. If you do not like NVIDIA, you do not like AMD, maybe you will like SMCI right there with the Q1 earnings right now of $3.43. Traders, stay late, and you're staying with me. I appreciate that. Let's go right now. Q343 versus 320. It's SMCI. And it's a moonshot right now, up 15% as they beat. So nice move up there for SMCI. Wow. If this is not my most favorite show so far, I don't know what is. Every day this show gets better and better and better. And we don't even have PayPal yet. So here we go, man. Nice upside move. Shout out to Bears vs. Bulls who's messaging me. All is well, my friend. I hope all is well with you. And no, it is not Bears vs. Bulls' birthday, but bang anyways for him. Thank you so much for all your support. I am just going to take 1 second here, calm down, and log into my platform because I want to show you what a day it was. We had Fed Chair Powell come out. out. And you know what? He kind of just held for it, right? So you can see today, we had UNG up yesterday, UNG down today. Let's go to the daily chart as we review some of these, and we will wait for PayPal to come through right now. UNG downside move. We want to sort of zoom back in a little bit here. Uh-oh. All right, now my platform's just loading up right here quickly. UNG, nice mover. Let me just refresh this really quickly. 1 minute into the daily chart, so let's go. UNG, nice move. USO again, energy pulling back one more time here today. RVLV making a big move to the downside right now as well. USO, gold down. Me and Michael talked about gold. He likes gold. He showed us that. I think it went back to 2018, that cup and handle from last week. Shout out to Michael for that one. Gold still working to the upside, though. Look at the home builders. Love you, Ramin. There we go. I heard the sigh over there. Nice move up there for XHB. And look when XHB started going, right? As soon as we heard Powell talk about some of the rates, possibly no more rate hikes. Now, he did not say that. It was they're going to be data dependent. They hadn't discussed rate hikes, but he did talk about everything being sort of status quo. So we will look forward to the Fed rate tool. And on that note, let me just call up the CME Fed rate tool, and see what is the new expectation. Guys, it's not that hard. I type in Fed watch tool, comes up. Here we go. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, so there it is right now. Now we have for December, yet again, another hold. So 81% now, no rate hike. There used to be a bigger chance for a rate hike there in December. Now, no. Remember, that's where we are right now. 525 to 550 on the overnight. January, okay, little bit more here for January. Some love there. What? There's 2% for 50 basis points? Nah, I'll say no to that. Looking like we get a cut potentially in March right now. So shout out as we do all these calculations for the next coming Fed right there. But it looks like we're all good on that one. There goes XHB. Nicely done to the upside. Do we have a mover right now? Do we have PayPal? No, we do not. PayPal not out yet. Not seeing it move around. SMH. This has been one for me, man. And we do have Michael Nauss. We're going to get to him in 2 seconds. SMH, the big move for me was, and again, I believe we've talked about this. This is the best part when you have a bunch of different CMTs on, man. You could talk about key levels. And I know we talked about this hold here on SMH here for the 60-minute, this 136, now taking 140. It's a nice upside move. Wow. This has been good, man. Williams coming out, WMB right now with their report coming back in for an upside move. Yeah, there it is. Nice downside actually for WMB. Not much happening. Okay, is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Michael Nauss, is he ready to go, Ramin? He is, so that means that I hit this funky button for my favorite. It's Trader Talk. All right. Wow. You and I always match in some form, Michael. Today we got the checkered on. I think you win, so we'll go the bang on that one. Always good to see you, my friend. And wow, I saw your tweet today was something like you're going to go work out. You're going to find out the opening candles. You're going to look at the closing candles. I don't know what happened to my screen, but it's all on you. There we go. Back over to me right now. So A, how was the gym? And B, what do you think about that Fed?
Well, yeah, it was good to get away, and that was the kind of point of the tweet. Is I had a whole bunch of other stuff to do, because as a swing trader, I know as a day trader these days can be super fun. As a swing trader these days can be super annoying, because it looks like it's going to break to new highs and then break to new lows and break to new highs again. So for me, I just want to look at the closing print now. For what the Fed did, it's very interesting here. So first of all, we have this new dashboard. I've got 2 dashboards I'm going to go over quickly that we've launched on the system. This one is the sector watch, where you can see all of the sectors, just like Sean's looking at, highlighted right here in a nice little heat map. Everything was up today except and natural gas and solar continues to get hammered. We also have this histogram right here. It's just telling you the amount of stocks that were up or down. Not as bullish as I would think. So something I have to look into a little bit more there. But when we go to the S&P 500 right here, the main line I've drawn in here, this is
Yeah.
the 420 area that we've talked about forever. We bounced off it back here. It was the breakout point way back in June. We sold under it, and everyone, myself included, got a little bit worried about that. There was an anchored VWAP call that I made that ended up being pretty good on this one, but we've retaken that. And I wonder now if this all just becomes a big kind of fake out under that number to maybe suck in some shorts. So for me, I'm feeling very, very bullish, but
Okay.
I'm biased because I own uranium and that's been doing fantastic. And I bought a whole bunch of names when we pulled back to that anchored VWAP that I talked about, I think on Monday.
Yeah, you've been, I mean, definitely that URA, you've been talking about that. And I actually like your approach there. So you look to see if there's something breaking out ETF-wise, then look under the hood and pick up some of those names. So congratulations on the uranium. I wanted to ask you, now that we're sort of through many of we just still got Apple, so the big dog's still on deck. But now that we're through, they sort of touted these at the Magnificent Seven. We're kind of through that. We have NVIDIA on the 21st. That's still a ways away. But I'm kind of with you when you show that spiders chart there again. I really like the trapping underneath that 420. We talked about that. Sometimes you can get trapped on both sides, right? And I just feel that maybe now, with these big reports out of the way, we can focus on what's been a pretty good earnings season. And now we can start to move back up to the upside as we start to get a little bit better feel. The Fed is out of the way now, so I feel a little bit better about everything. Other than uranium, was there anything else maybe right now that you have your eyes on that we can sort of, we talked about gold the other day. That's been working okay. I mean, that's going to take time. I think it was 2018, wasn't it, that cup and handle? Or even further, you had a weekly chart?
2012.
2012, wow. All the way back out. We still wait for PayPal right now, but is there anything that sort of, oh, I know what I want to talk to you about if I can't get you right now. AMD. Can we call that up? I'll give you a second to have a quick look at that because today, and actually come over to my screen real quick, guys. Roku right now holding out hope at 65. Roku up 10%. Maybe we can look at that. But I wanted to get Michael's opinion on AMD because that kind of caught me and I believe the market offside. Michael, the implied move on this name today was only 6%. We hit 10% up. Huge move up into that 108 level. As you can see here, guys, this is the 1 minute, really got going there in the afternoon. But the daily chart for advanced micro devices, again, does it look like traders are potentially trapped? In my opinion, it does. You're under the 200. You're now above the 50 period. Let's see if we can take this out 111. If we do that, I think it's squeeze time for all the shorts that are going to be panicking, Mr. Nauss, against that NVIDIA number on the 21st.
Yeah, I think just like we were looking at on the S&P 500, we were marking that major low. I think we have to do the same thing on AMD, and I'll talk about XLK here as well,
Perfect.
where AMD seems to be holding this level right here. So if we look at that same level on the S&P 500, we actually traded well below it for a few days before it pushed up. Now, this one actually held that level and bounced off it pretty strongly right away. So that, to me, is looking like some relative strength. And you're right. Now that, assuming Apple doesn't hit us too hard, if we go to the XLK, and the XLK is technology, it's the technology stocks that are inside the S&P 500. It did the same thing. This is the same low. You know, this would be the equivalent of the 420 low on the S&P 500. We didn't break that at all. You can see we pushed down a little bit, bounced up, and then we came back and we held it pretty much to the tick and then rallied. So showing some relative strength in that. And I just want to talk quickly about this other dashboard that we have on the go, because as you guys know, we're having a test drive challenge going on, and you can right now go and look at the people who are winning internally as we test this to get ready for the one that's going into the weekend. The reason I bring that up, I think I saw it down here. I saw Meta anyway, but what we've done is this heat map at the bottom is actually pulling from the winners of the challenge and showing you what those winners are looking at. And there's some Netflix, there's some Meta right here.
Okay.
But there was some AMD earlier. So this is a good way to look at what the winners are looking at. And I know there was a bunch of us that were long some AMD today.
Yeah, I think that if you're going to enter a contest like that, it's obvious you want to take plays that are going to have some action in it. How long is that contest for? Is it the whole month of November or?
It goes for the 2 weeks of the test drive. So
Right.
you take the test drive, and then when you're done, again, we're just giving you cash. So the winner gets $1,100, I believe. 1,100 total prizes split between first, second, and third.
Okay.
Not going to brag too much, but the guy at the top of the leaderboard right here, that's me again. And just because I know he's listening, the bottom is one of our managing directors. So I'm not going to talk too much about that because he's my boss. But I did just want to point out that this beautiful name at the top here is me once again.
Once again, well, then we won't talk too much about Brad, who is last place right there. Sorry about that, Brad. I hope at one point you can compete with the knowledge of Mr. Michael Nauss. Okay, just real quickly, Michael, I just got to go over to this because the people are waiting. It is PayPal, and there it is right now. It's a nice one, man. It's up 1.58% right now. PayPal making that move to $53. This is one that maybe we can talk about as well because PayPal's been really beat down, man. And I had sort of thought here that we could get going if PayPal put something up. So let's have a see what PayPal does put up exactly. Q4 net revenue growth between 6 to 7%. Season adjusted EPS right now, kind of, I don't know what was expected down here. Here's the number that we're looking for. PayPal EPS 130, beating 123. That's nice. Higher revenues as well. So where is the guide? There it is right there. It sees Q4 revenue, 6 to 7% growth. So it doesn't look like they're absolutely killing this by any stretch of the imaginations, but it is a nice move to the upside for PayPal, I think it's giving relief to traders right now. And again, you talk about this $50 mark, and we're probably going to have to zoom way back out for PayPal, maybe even a weekly chart here, because this name has gotten really destroyed, man. You actually got to go all the way back. Like this back here, Michael, is 2017. Some of these levels for PayPal. So the last time we were down to $50, you got to go back years and years and years, man, when you and I were much younger gentlemen for PayPal. Is this catching a falling knife? Maybe potentially, what are you looking for in order to maybe think about a buy here on PayPal?
Well, this one is interesting. So yeah, I had to load up the monthly chart to go back and find where we were at this low. So things have definitely gotten hammered recently. Now, one thing that I always have to remind myself about PayPal is because I always put it in the tech stock basket, but it's not. It's not classified as a tech stock. I actually have it up here. It is actually a financial stock.
Fintech.
So we need to look at how this is actually going to affect the things like the XLF. The big financial type of industries and the big financial ETFs. Yes, this is catching a falling knife, but man, are we oversold at this level. So at some point, and I believe you got the right read on this, that any news that isn't catastrophic on this name, I think is going to do very, very well. However, you are fighting just a monster trend. So, people are in this from $300 and $200 and $100 and $75. So any trade that I take that is counter trend like this, I want to be really, really quick on it because I know there's all these bag holders that are just waiting for their opportunity to sell out of this. So if you want to take a flyer, that's fine. I think we've got some resistance up at 75. But heck, that's a 50% move from here. So if you can come in and grab that and take off, then really, what else are you looking for?
So the reason why I wanted to buy this, and you can tell this to Brad or not if you don't want to. I think that, honestly, I don't know when it's going to happen, but there's a madman running around with billions and billions of dollars to burn that literally spent $54 billion on something that is now called X, that was never making money to begin with. And what about him turning Twitter, formerly Twitter X, into what he was trying to do, WeChat, stuff like that in China? And guess what? That's also a payment system. So I'm thinking that someone named Elon Musk, who helped bring PayPal to market with Peter Thiel as well, could potentially, now what is market cap here? Oh, what a surprise, 57 billion market cap for PayPal. So does it look similar, maybe potentially? I'm just sort of throwing that out there, Michael. I don't know if there's gonna be a buyout potential here or not, but if the madman, I keep calling him the madman, when he's really just a mad genius, I guess, that man could, again, potentially look to do something. That's just it's kind of throwing it out there. There's a little bit of a catalyst I could see. And I know, obviously, as a CMT, we don't go on rumors, we go on price action. But I think that could get it going. I don't know if you heard that alarm right now, but that means that we got to wrap it up. So that's always sad for me. You're back on the main show on Friday, I believe.
That's right.
Friday morning. And maybe you can join me Friday night. We'll talk about that. But I want to thank you because I know I hit you up late because I knew we had a bunch of earnings and I wanted to hear your opinion on that. So thank you so much, Michael Nauss from Trade Ideas. And you can go find Michael Nauss at Michael Nauss CMT. And then also hit that test drive and then hit Trader TV 25 as well to go along with that. So thanks again, Mr. Michael Nauss.
Thanks for having me. I'll talk to you guys on Friday.
Ciao. That's Trader Talk. All right. Man, that is honestly one legit dude. I think you guys should all take advantage of that test drive for $11, man. Go have a look. Those web-based scans and things like that. When Michael was here, he was showing us it, man. They were absolutely cash money, real fast. You don't need huge CPU. Oh, not only that, you can also grab that on your phone. It's actually a great opportunity to grab those web-based charts on your mobile as well. So one thing I want to talk about before we let everybody go, first of all, man, I love everybody out there, so roll call. We'll be doing that in a minute. But what I wanted to show you was this. Look, I know everybody that watches the show can see the real trading that goes on. And honestly, man, like this downside move, you have to be, as a trader, if we can come to the screen, and I'll just talk about this, then I got to get out of here. Got to go get... Anyways, family doesn't stop with me anyways. But these shorts on Microsoft, we really like to short against this bottom. So we kept shorting 344, 345, right? Then all of a sudden, once, see, like these are all money-making trades. Unfortunately, we have these wicks, so it's not going to look as dramatic. But then the Fed came out and we were like, I'm feeling the long. We like the long. We had to wait for it. We got stopped out a couple times on these longs. But then we went back in, and again, these 343 bottoms, we really wanted to respect that. And man, did we ever hit these longs, guys. Like, some of us are in and out quickly, but this was a good one. We hit it once, twice, Obi thrice. See you there, Fabian. And look at that out at 347. I couldn't be more proud of that out because we held it all the way up. We got some outs right there at 345.75. That's 275. This is a $4 banger on that. And I know that you guys are looking for those trades. I'm trying to give them to you every day, so make sure you join me again tomorrow. That was real fun, man. That was Microsoft. I don't even know if that was the trade of the day, but I really liked it. The ability to switch over. When your mind starts to think one way, go with it, man. Trust your instincts. That's why we're him, and that's why you guys stay late. So shout out to everybody. One last little bit of roll call. Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to Bears versus Bulls. Bears versus Bulls, that guy's the man. So shout out to you. Damn, Ponzi Fonzie. He says, yo, what's up? He was in this Microsoft bag. You know that we got that bag, man. Where is my bag? It's somewhere. It's all full today. We are on fire, Hugh, today, man. Look, well, I feel good about sitting here and trading with you guys every single day. And I even feel better about this because I don't have to go back and forth with anybody. We're here, we're live, we're who I am, and this is what it is. I just want to say to all the 2,000 people that are watching, what's your problem? Hit the like button. Like, honestly, man. Look, 276 likes. Go to the screen one more time, Ramin. 276 likes, 2,100 people watching. Shame. Maybe we need a graphic for that. I just want to see more likes, man. I mean, how else can we get this into YouTube universe? Let's hit the likes, man. We're sitting here. Oh, by the way, the show is F to the R to the E to the E, baby. All shows here on Trader TV Live are free. So anyways, we're getting annoying. I understand that. But Roku, nice move up. Let's just quickly go through some of those earnings plays before we go. Okay, so it's PayPal up 1.5%. Roku right now up monstrous, up 13%. What else came through today? We had ELF up to the upside. downside. Nice move as well. Elf Cosmetics up 7 point. Hey, you have any Elf beauty products, Ramin? All Elf. Yeah, Marissa was like, yo, dude, you got to buy Elf. Sorry, my wife, I did not. Just she keeps on spending money at Sephora. Like, okay. Roku, we talked about that. Nice move up 14% and still moving right now. Oh, Airbnb. 150. The problem with Elf going up now is like every time it goes up, she's going to be like, yo, do we own it? All right, so Airbnb, nice move to the downside. Etsy as well. That's a name that I'm never going to own. Etsy, nice downside move, although it has done well over time. All right, I'm Sean Katina. Thank you for staying late. True traders do, and that's why you're with me. So I hope y'all hit the like. Wow, you know what, Ramin? We just got double the likes there. Up to 466 likes. I salute you, but I want 600, so let's go. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sean Katina, and I'm going to stay real with you, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Cha-cha-cha-chow.